Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another video. This is my first video back at home after vacation. Um, so today's video, happy to be back home finally and able to follow the market, make my trades, do what I got to do. Actually bought into some more Civic yesterday. It had went down about 20% or so from the prior day. So I figured I'd jump in then. But today's video is going to be about how I research cryptocurrencies. I've been in the cryptocurrency space for about a year now. Definitely not a technical expert. I'm really a trader, an investor, and that's really my focus right now with the cryptocurrencies. Not a developer by any means. I probably know next to nothing that compared to developers. Understanding the basics of how the blockchain functions, the open source ledger, but as far as the technical aspects and what different technologies, how they compare to each other, I don't really understand much of it, and I don't really care to it at this particular point. But I do research on investing in cryptocurrencies, and this is not something I learned from anyone. I really had no experience with the stock market prior to crypto. Crypto is really my first experience actually investing my money actively and making decisions on my own. So this is how I research new cryptocurrencies to invest a few hundred to a few $1,000s in, and that's usually where I stop. Is at a few $1,000s at the most. So I always start with my favorite trading site is Bittrex. So I usually go to Bittrex, sort by release date, to see if anything new has come onto the exchange. So you go to the full market, stretch it out, so make sure you got at least a full screen view. Just hit the sort by over the date, and you'll get to see what was released the latest. So as of now, the latest release was Bitcoin Cash, some other coins, but that's the most recent. So that's what I do. I start there. At first, to be honest, I look at the names because we're all humans. We're influenced by names, colors, things like that. How successful something can be. Studies have shown are influenced by the name, the color of the website, the color of the brand, and other things like the color blue will conveys more confidence or more trust. Color orange conveys youthfulness and energy. I think that's how it's something like that. But these colors affect people, so I look at the name of the coin, look at the color scheme they're using. If I find something that's interesting, I start there. I usually go to coinmarketcap.com, look at a few different things. First, I look at the website to understand what the coin is actually about. So when you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can actually click on the link, open it up, view the website. Usually you'll have a description of the project itself, what it's about, what they're trying to accomplish, hopefully a timeline of when they expect things to be released. You can learn about the creators, the founders, who's on the advisory board, things like that. So those are usually the things I look at first. Is the coin. Is the coin something that I think can be used, or something that I would want to use in the future, or can I see other people wanting to use it? Because it doesn't have to be something that I use personally, but if it is, that's even more reason for me to go in. So I look at all of those things. I then go back to CoinMarketCap, look at the circulating supply in comparison to the total supply. So I like to see coins in the millions range, like 60 million coins will be released, 90 million, 100 million, something around there. When you get into the 300 billion coins will be released, the market caps will have to be huge to really create a substantial investment, like we've seen with Bitcoin or other coins. You want your coins to be, I want my coins to be as valuable as possible. So you could definitely make a lot of money from flipping coins that are have those higher circulating supply, or like Ripple. You can, I know a lot of people made a lot of money off Ripple this past spring. I made a lot of money off Ripple this past spring, but if that Ripple had went from less than a penny to $3, we all would have made a lot more money, other than where they went to less than a penny to 40 cents. So your $1,000, $500 could have went to 40 grand, but if it goes to $3, then you'll have I don't know, you do the math. I don't 300,000, 3 million, whatever it is. I can't add the zeros right now, but I look at the circulating supply versus the total supply. If it's in the millions, I'm definitely interested. Especially if I like the website. Sometimes you don't have to hit all of these points to make money, and that's really what I'm focused on right now, is making money. I'm not going to focus on specific projects that you do that too, but if you can make money off Ripple, I say you make money off Ripple. Don't purchase a coin because you want to stand by your principles. If you're making money through the market, let's just make money and not worry about the principles just yet. So total supply versus circulating supply. Then if those two things are in good shape, if I like the coin, there's a decent team, and there's a low supply, and if you have some notable advisors or someone on the panel, it's usually a fairly good bet. You got to remember, everything is going up pretty much. if you're going down in crypto right now, you're probably a scam, or you're probably just a straight out copy of something else, or you just don't have the technology behind what you have. So if you have a good team, a good website, a good idea, and a low supply, I'm looking to put $1,000, $2,000 in, and hopefully turn that into a lot more. From there, you can do other research, like you can research volume, where it's trading at the most, the countries, the sites, so you can make sure you can get your money out if you ever have to. But really, those two factors are enough to get you in a position where you're doing a lot more than the average investor is doing, in my opinion. A lot of people I know don't look at white papers. I've looked at some white papers. I don't understand the technical aspects, so a lot of times I go off what the website tells me is going. I may glance at the white paper, but I'm definitely not. I definitely haven't read any whole white paper. So if the website is good, the team is good, low total supply, low circulating supply, I'm looking to make an investment and at least hold for a little while. And that's my next thing. If you buy these coins when they first hit the market on Bittrex or some of these other exchanges, you gotta be prepared for a lot of volatility with the price. So if you do buy it and it goes down some, just hold, is what I would say. If you're buying 10 coins as they're released, computer just went dark. If you're buying 10 coins as they're released, at least 3 of those coins are going to have some good returns. More than likely in the crypto market, 7 or 8 of those coins is going to have some good returns, and 3 of them are going to, be ridiculous. So as these coins keep coming on these exchanges, especially Bittrex, I'm going to keep researching, keep buying, and hopefully get in on some of these 100, 1,000, 10,000x returns. So yeah, that's my strategy for researching coins and doing a little bit of due diligence, probably more than what other investors do. A lot of people probably just watch videos and base it off of that. But if you do just a little bit of research, weigh your options, put it on the whiteboard. I'll probably go into a little bit further on how I make my money once things are on the market. But this is just a brief synopsis of how to get started with a little bit of research. So thanks everybody. Watch the video. Subscribe below if you haven't already. Hit the notification button. I would appreciate that. Also follow me on Instagram at legal_Jones. Again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up on Instagram or email. And y'all keep buying that crypto.